parents, and all the team members of Silver Oaks. Wishing you all a happy Makara Sankranti. Let the sun god shower his blessings and bring all the peace and joy to all of you. One of the most memorable moments I would like to recall is Bogi Pandlu. Bogi Pandlu is a special ritual which is performed by the elders of the family or the grandparents to bless the younger ones and also to protect the children from negative energy. Children were given new clothes and with special treats, and they were given aarti and showering this wonderful Bogi Pandlu. So this, I request all the grandparents to have this lovely event at home to bless our little acorns. And another incident I would like to recall is performing Surya Namaskarams. So I used to be a part of this yoga institute in Chennai in the year of 1999. So we were a group of people who would always come together to perform Surya Namaskarams. So we used to start on 1st January with the target of 20 Surya Namaskarams, and then we gradually increase it. Day by day it increases. So on the day of Makara Sankranti, we again perform Surya Namaskarams for about hour. Whoever performs highest number of Surya Namaskarams will receive an award, special award. So in that year I received that special award because I performed 366 Surya Namaskarams within an hour. So it was like, testing my own comfort zone and bringing out that spirit, I can do. If I want to do it, I will definitely achieve what I want to do it. So that's how I wanted to be the winner of that event, and I achieved it. So I request all the acorns to perform at least 11 Surya Namaskarams to offer our gratitude to Sun God, at least on the day of Makara Sankranti. If not every day if you are able to do Surya Namaskarams, well and good, or else at least perform 11 times Surya Namaskarams on that day, that is Makara Sankranti. Okay? Wishing you all a happy festival time once again. Thank you.
Wishing you all a very happy Lohri. I come from Punjab, and there we celebrate Lohri walking around the fire, singing Sundaramandriye, having revdi and popcorn. I simply love doing that. Another thing that I like about Lohri and Sankranti is flying kites. Those colorful papers in the blue sky, and all that physics that I've learned applied in flying kites. It's so much fun. I used to love doing it as a child, and these days also sometimes I do it. So very happy Lohri and a very happy Sankranti to all of you.
Hello everyone, this is Sunita Ernagula, Principal Oak Bay Campus. As the sun starts its northward journey, I wish it blesses us with lots of love, happiness and prosperity. Wish you and your family a happy Makar Sankranti. God bless you all.
Hey, my dear acorns and lovely team of teachers from Mighty Oak, Oak Hub, Oak Bay and Oak Fields campus. Wishing you all a very happy and auspicious Lohri, Makar Sankranti, Pongal, Uttarayan, Maghi festival. I'm sure this particular festival is associated with many more names, and I'm yet to learn them all. It was indeed lovely to see your teachers' enthusiasm in wishing you all while they recalled how they celebrated the festival when they were just about your age. Also, teachers proudly shared the recordings of many of you researching on this festival and presenting it to your classmates. Events like this let us peep and understand different cultures closely, increase our social quotient, and help us understand the rich cultural tapestry of our country. Generally, being the first month, bring in new hopes, new possibilities, and lots of changes. what changes? The year, of course, we are into 2021 now. The season from winter to spring, the length of the day as sun travels, and I could see a lot of changes around me in my garden. I could see a lot of flowers blooming all around me. The festival is dedicated to sun and fire gods and to the farmers who harvest the new crops and celebrate the fruit of their hard labor with feast and festivities. In North India, Lohri and Sankranti is a 2-day festival. Where Lohri is a late evening festival, it's also called a bonfire, which is generally falls on January 13th every year, and next day to Lohri we celebrate Sankranti. I remember as a child, I used to enjoy the warm bonfire called Lohri in our neighborhood. During the time in Delhi, the temperature used to dip to 4 or 8 degrees Celsius. Lohri bonfire used to be very comforting outdoors, and we used to sing and dance on the music of dhols and enjoy the prasad of roasted peanuts, rabri and popcorn. Before the bonfire, we all children used to form up a team and used to go together knocking on all the neighborhood houses and singing some traditional songs. In return, we used to get money and yummy treats. It reminds me of the trick and treat festival. You know what I'm talking about. I'm sure in your homes too, you have a similar or a very unique way to celebrate this festival, isn't it? We are all ears to listen or read to your personal narrative. At home, perhaps you can interview your parents and ask them to share their fondest childhood memory associated with this festival. It's also an excellent opportunity to learn some of the fantastic regional cuisines by helping your parents in the kitchen. So once you try, you can share the recipes with us. Once again, wishing you all a joyous Sankranti Pongal from our family to yours.
Hello everyone. You all know that Pongal and Sankranti are coming. So I'm going to show you a simple kolam style rangoli. And I have with me this white powder and some turmeric powder which I'll be using to fill in. So let's start. Just hold the rangoli in between your index finger and your thumb and try releasing it little by little. So let's try doing it. This is an easy flower pattern. So first you make 6 petal shapes Okay, so once you make it, we'll just try filling it the inside also with these lines. This thing requires a lot of practice, and I'm no expert at that, but you all can start trying. Okay, now in the center, let me put little haldi or turmeric and press it with your finger. Yes. Now from the top of this petal, like this. Something like this. Okay, once your basic flower pattern is ready, then you can put haldi again in the corners. And again press it with your fingers. Now we'll come up with a leaf pattern between these two shapes. So Pongal is basically harvest festival, right? I have very fond memories of Sankranti when I was a kid, because my mother used to make various dishes like patishapta in Bengali, then kheer, then tilkut. The most important was tilkut. So we used to really savor the dishes. Here again, 1, 2, and lines. Okay, so something like this. Now let's fill up this part. In South India, people make this column design with so much ease, and because they practice a lot, and for many festivals they use this rangoli pattern. It's another leaf. Again, 1, 2, 3. So just 2 more left. It's looking something like this. It's the last one remaining. So our design is almost ready. So wish you all a very happy Pongal and Sankranti. Savor the dishes made by your parents, try flying kites and enjoy your holidays. Bye bye.
இனிய பொங்கல் நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். What I remember of this festival from my childhood were whitewashed houses, competing to put big and small columns on cowden smeared courtyards in front of our houses. Wearing new clothes, I think that was a thrill, because besides Diwali, this was the only festival where we bought new clothes. For waiting in thrill and anticipation for the milk to boil over to shout Pongalo Pongal. Of course, eating the Pongal, distributing it to friends and neighbors, and eating sugarcane and elandaparam or bear. Wishing you all a very happy festival, brimming with prosperity, health and happiness. இனிய பொங்கல் நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
Hello everyone, Makar Sankranti holds a great significance for me. Every year on 14th January, we used to go to Hoshangabad, a beautiful place in MP, to take a holy dip in the river Narmada, followed by offering prayers to Sun God and distribute khichdi and dil laddus to everyone. We used to fly kites and eat sweet delicacies with our friends and families. The best part was to fly kites and see colorful kites in the sky, making the atmosphere joyful and festive. It is a festival of peace and prosperity and about new beginning. Thank you.
And wish you all a very happy Pongal and happy Sankranti. And here I am to share my childhood memory of Sankranti. Well, my childhood Sankranti memory, what I remember the most is my grandmother making really big rangolis in our front yard. Especially my favorite one was the big huge chariot rangoli that she used to make. And I remember many people coming home just to see that rangoli. And apart from that, I remember she used to make a setting with the cow dung patties in front of the house and burn it, and then boil the milk over in an earthen pot, make pongal in that. So all these things, are memories from pongal, from our childhood. I'm sure you will make a lot of memories at home, maybe visiting your grandparents or having fun with your family. You all have a great time. Enjoy your Sankranti, and remember to say namaste to the sun god. Bye.
Happy Pongal and Makar Sankranti to everyone. I'm here to tell you how offering sun salutations will help you to boost your well-being. According to the calendar, this festival falls in solar month of Makar and lunar month of Magh, symbolizing the end of winter. The sun plays a very important, central role in celebrating this grand festival. We worship our sun, Surya, the most important part of our Makar Sankranti. We pay respect to our sun and acknowledge our Almighty above, who has given us the life at our planet. Now, in this regard, the time-tested Indian practice of yoga details a powerful exercise, our ancient tradition Surya Namaskar. This is also known as the ultimate asanas, which help us to strengthen our back, our muscles, accelerate weight loss, good for digestion. It improve our health and fitness. This will also rejuvenate your skin. So let's learn and practice Surya Namaskar. So we are going to do the 12 steps of Surya Namaskar. First, Namaskara. 1. Inhale. Hastothasan. Exhale. Padahastasana. Both the hand by the side of your leg, touching the floor. And if you are not able to touch the floor, you can even bend your knees. Now, from here, take your right leg back. Aswa Sanchalan Asana. Inhale. Now take your left leg back. Katurang Dandasana. From here, drop your knees down and exhale, Ashtanga Namaskara. Here, your chin, your knees and toes are touching the ground. Abdomen is up. Now inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Again, bring your right leg in between both the hands. Inhale, Aswa Sanchalan Asana. Now, Padahastasana. Hastathasana. Inhale. And exhale. Namaskar. So, these are the 12 steps of Surya Namaskar which we did, and wish you a very happy Pongal and Makar Sankranti to everyone.
मकर संक्रांति की शुभकामनाएं. As a child, I remember Makar Sankranti, getting up in the morning in Brahma Muhurt and offering prayer to Sun God. Afternoons I remember as eating khichdi made by my mom, and then spending the whole afternoon with my friends flying kites. Though I wasn't very good at flying kites, but we used to have competition that who has cut more kites and who is having more kites. After that, we used to eat til, gur, laddus and sugarcane along with my family and friends. Happy Makar Sankranti to you all.
Every year, Makar Sankranti is celebrated in the month of January to mark the winter solstice. It's the end of cold weather and the onset of spring. This festival is dedicated to the Hindu god Lord Surya. It's also a harvest festival. It's called Makar Sankranti or Thai Pongal or Magh Bihu or Magara Velakku to name a few. My memories of Makar Sankranti is in my childhood days in Bombay, wherein my neighbor aunties would give me til gud. Now til means sesame and gud means jaggery. In Marathi there is a saying, til gud ghya ani god god bola, which means consume this sesame and jaggery sweet, leave all the grudges and pains away and start afresh. It's a simple act of forgiveness. Now, scientifically, sesame has got a lot of health benefits. It's packed with calcium, magnesium and several other nutrients. It keeps your body warm during winter and plays a pivotal role during seasonal changes. Now with this, I wish you all a very happy Makar Sankranti. Til gud ghya ani god god bola. Namaskar.
This is a thanksgiving to the rain god, sun god, the earth, the cattle, to everyone who gives us food, the birds. Pongalo pongal, pongalo pongal, pongalo pongal, pongalo pongal. உழவர் திருநாளாம் அது பொங்கலோ பொங்கல், எங்கள் பூமி தாயை வணங்கிடவும் பொங்கலோ பொங்கல், பொங்கலோ பொங்கல், பொங்கலோ பொங்கல். உழவர் திருநாளாம் அது பொங்கலோ பொங்கல், எங்கள் பூமி தாயை வணங்கிடவும் பொங்கலோ பொங்கல், பொங்கலோ பொங்கல், பொங்கலோ பொங்கல். Pongalo Pongal! Pongalo Pongal! God bless all of us, the universe. God be God.
Happy Sankranti. When I think of Sankranti, it reminds me of sugarcane, til, and the sakre achu, we call it in Kannada, blocks of sugar which are in colorful. That's what reminds me of Sankranti, and I can feel the taste of that. I think it's a season of renewal, which is what the farmers would want to look at it as, because it brings new crop and it also brings new wealth. Maybe we should look at it as a festival and a time for renewal, but a commitment for our goals, for ourselves as well as our family members and the world around us. Happy Sankranti to all of you.
Pongal!